Demetrius, Lord, he drilled us so hard about that Centennial Club yesterday. I woke up in the middle of the night hollering, Centennial! I said, Lord, that Centennial Club, that's important. Thank you, Demetrius, wherever you at. But I tell you, I arrived here on Thursday, and everybody know I hate to fly. It was a lot of turbulence. Scared me to death. I didn't know what was wrong with the pilot. And you know how when you're flying, they're always going over the instructions. They're talking about the flotation device, and then the pilot starts talking about we encountered anything. You know, the mass is going to drop down. And if you're sitting next to a young child, give them the mask first. Well, so strange. I was sitting next to a little thing, about 6 years old. I looked at her. I said, I don't know you. I'm going to save myself. No, yeah, anyway, the plane made it, and so that was good. And I arrived. I love coming here because I feel like a movie star. And when I walked in, I don't even know who the guy was, but he know who he is. He ran up to me. He had about 5 people with him. And he said, Fatima, we're so happy to see you. These are all my guests. And I told them all about you. I told them you've been married 10 times. I said, no, it wasn't 10, it was 12. But anyway, this is a wonderful company. I know we have a lot of new people here. I love this company. New people, you're in for a treat. You're really in for a treat. If you haven't signed up, you will sign up. American has been a blessing to me. It's going to be a blessing for you. It has given me financial freedom. I've been with American now for 20 plus years. That's a long time. Yeah. Approximately, I was looking at today, 20 years, 1 month, 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 2 seconds. And no, people always ask me, do I have a Cadillac? I don't have a car yet. I don't have it yet. And so Dennis and Daniel are listening. I just have to say this while I have opportunity. Since I've been here 20 years, I really feel like you all ought to give me one. At least let me drive it for a year. If not a year, I'll take 6 months. If not 6 months, they can park it in the driveway. At least let me look at it, you know. But it's a wonderful company. And Luke, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in this. Tell you a little bit about me. If you have not heard my story, I'm from a single-parent home. I was raised with my mom, my sister, and 2 brothers. My mom and dad divorced when I was about 9 years old. My mom has no college education, so life was pretty hard. We lived paycheck to paycheck. She cleaned houses for a living. We didn't have the new clothes or vacations or birthday parties or anything like that. She did the best she could do. And as time went on, when I turned 14, 15, I started working all types of odd jobs because I wanted to help my mother. And babysitting, did that for a while. As time went on a little bit further, I met my first husband number 1. We got married. We had a daughter named Mariah, and I love me some Mariah. I love Mariah. And by having a child and knowing how I grew up, I wanted so much more for Mariah. I wanted her to have birthday parties because I never had a birthday party growing up. I wanted her to have birthday parties. I wanted her to have new clothes, not secondhand clothes. I just wanted so much. So I tried before Miracle and new people. I tried some everything. I tried America, Excel, Amway, Destiny, Global, Excel, Primary, Equinox, looking for a way out. And nothing's wrong with those companies. They just didn't work for me. Now, one of them, I thought I was going to make it in. I thought I was going to make it in Excel. That's the telephone company. I was doing good in that. I signed up like 30 customers in 1 month. But at the end of the month, I noticed all my customers was gone. Because I wasn't thinking you have AT&T and MCI, and those are your big carriers. They were calling up my customers, offering them $150 to $200 to switch. I was sitting there one night watching TV. AT&T called me, offered me $200, I switched. I was selling this stuff. And so I really thought I was going to make it. I thought I was going to make it a Mary Kay, too, because I was in the store one evening. This lady came up to me and said I make the perfect Mary Kay rep. Sounds good to me since she was paying my way in or whatever. Anyway, I signed up with her, doing her. That didn't work. My mother-in-law gave me a facial. We had about put 13 women over. We not even make up everybody's face and stuff. I kid you not. When I finished, everybody's sitting there looked like a member of the Addams family. I kid you not. And I was broke. And I'm not one to lie. I try not to lie. I try to be honest. I'm like, girl, you look good. I know that didn't look good. It wasn't her color, but I was broke. I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all to lie or nothing, but sometimes you might have to. But I tried that, just didn't work. So as the years went on further, I got a good job. I started working at McDonald's, making hamburgers and fries. It was good to me because, I was working 8 hours, but they had 40 hours a week, and that was really good. I wanted to work 40 hours, buy a few more things. And I bought me a car back then. I got an old car. It was nice. It was a Cavalier. I had to climb in and out of the window because the door was broke. And my friends would ask me, they say, well, Fatima, why don't you just go through the other side? And my response would always be, I can't. That side is broke too. And so I did the best I could do. But working at McDonald's, it ain't so bad working at McDonald's. The people was nice. The only problem I had working at McDonald's is, and this is a true story, I had to work the graveyard shift. I really didn't like doing that, but I had to. It was about maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and 2 guys walked in there, came right to my register and put a gun in my face and said, give me all the money. I had 3 registers in there. They picked mine to come to. And I was so scared. I reached down in the register. I looked at the money. I took out the money, turned around, started running past the hamburgers, went out the back door, down that little hallway, in the bathroom, crawled up under the sink. I stayed there about 15 minutes, just crying and shaking. Then I came from under the sink and looked at my hand, and I had all the money. And so what I did was I went back in there, and I gave the manager back the money, most of it. Reason why, because I had to go ahead and take mine off the top. Because let me tell you what, when I was seriously pain suffering, this ain't my hair. I had to buy more hair. You know what I'm saying? And I had things I had to do, and they weren't going to give me nothing. And so that was just terrible. But anyway, as the time went on, let's get on to America and tell you how I found out about America. I was leaving the greeting shop one day, and a lady came up to me in the parking lot. She tried to sell me some earrings. I really didn't have enough money for earrings. I said, girl, these are some pretty earrings. She said, wait a minute, ma'am. She went back to her car, and she got out the 80% brochure. She showed me and told me about the business right there in the parking lot. She said, well, if you get people to fill this out, here's a place. You put your ID number, and the company gonna mail you a check. That's all she said to me. And it sounded good. Now, back then, when I started in 1995. Anyway, it was like $30 to get started. And I borrowed it from my dad. I called my dad, borrowed $30, signed up. The lady who signed me up, I've never seen her to this day. After she signed me up, she never called. I never saw her again. But what happened was, you guys, I'm so glad I had the will, determination, and desire to want to go on and look into what was going on. Well, when that package came, it was a 1-800 number. I called it. They told me about the Houston meeting. And so I went to the meeting, met all these nice people. Everybody was so nice. I felt out of place because of the way I was dressed. I just felt so out of place there because when the lady, I want to back up a little bit. Y'all don't prejudge nobody when you're out there recruiting, because I'm glad she didn't prejudge me, even though I haven't seen her. When she met me, I had on some big old giant earrings. I had a dress way up here. I look like a hoochie mama, but let me tell you something. I was just keeping up with the style. You know, how they dress back there, big earrings and a big cat. It's called a cascade curl when you put a lot of gel. Also, the sisters know what I'm talking about. You know that horse. Yeah. With the pre-con gel. And so when I went to the meeting, I saw that I was out of place. I didn't fit in there. And so I said, well, I'm going to go to the next meeting. They still treated me nice, regardless how I was looking. And so I went to the Salvation Army and bought me a suit, knocked down my hairdo, put on some little earrings, put on some clothes, and went back. And everybody was just so nice. They showed me how to work the business. I didn't know these people. And they kept talking about a why letter. They kept asking me why. Every time I went, why are you doing the business, Fatima? Why do you want to do the business? I mean, and at one point, I thought they were just being nosy. I thought, I don't know about these people. Hold up a second, they're in my business now. But that wasn't it. That was just part of it. They wanted to tell why you're doing the business. That's going to help keep you going, And anyway, I did whatever they told me to do, I did it. After about 2 years, no, let me back up. After about 2 weeks, when I got my first check, it was like $100, maybe $200, I quit my job at McDonald's. I don't recommend anybody quit their job. You have to realize I wasn't making no money at McDonald's. They gave me $55, a day, but they take out, Uncle Sam got to get his money, and then, they take out for your little hat and your badge and everything. If I ate too many hamburgers, they took out for that, So I just found that doing this was much more money. So I worked it for 2 years, y'all. I hit $50,000 in residual income after 2 years. I said, shoot, I kept on working. After 4 years, I hit $100,000 in lifetime residual income. Then I went on to $150,000. They put me in a founders club. Then I went on, I got a phone call. They said I was in the Billionaire Club. I'm like, well, hush your mouth. That don't mean that I have $1 million. Now, that's like what you make from start to finish. When it's sold out to $1 million, they put you in the club and everything. And so I was like, oh, man. I told my mom, I said, I'm in the Millionaires Club. I'm used to being in the game. They got me in the club. But let me tell you, the good part about what it's done for me is now I have time with my daughter. Back then, I had the time freedom when I started making money with my daughter, and that's what I wanted, that time freedom, because we have kids. You have young kids. When you have to work, you worry about it. There's so much going on these days. You don't know who's coming in the house, who's watching them, or you just want me to be there. And so anyway, I got the time. She had birthday parties. I was able one year, we had Barney baby. Bob came over, had her fire truck one year. She had limousines at every birthday party. I did some everything for her. And then for me, I bought me I went to the Mercedes lot. I bought me a Mercedes-Benz. Because what happened was, when I went there, I got so tired, I had the old car, I got so tired of driving that. I went into the Mercedes, I'll never forget this. And I stayed there about an hour. Nobody asked me if I needed any help. Maybe I just didn't look like I was there about nothing, because I was chewing my gum, had on flip-flops. And so after about an hour, I said, excuse me, sir, can I get some help? And I said, yes. I said, well, I want that silver one right over there. That's the one I want. And he said, okay, come here, fill out the paperwork. So I filled out my paperwork and everything. Sat there another 30, 45 minutes. What is the problem now? They came back in and said, this is true, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. You did your paperwork wrong. You put that back in. I was only making $130,000. He said, you did your paperwork wrong. You put down $130,000. We took out something by one of the zeros and made it $30,000. I said, what? And so I said, that was right. And so I asked for the manager, and the manager came in there, and I guess they made some calls to Ameriplan, I guess, and Ameriplan told them that, yes, she does make that. And they was very highly apologetic. They what you want us to get you something to eat, bring it. I said, yes, I would like some donuts and some shrimp. And so, they did all that for me, got some food, they gave me a gift certificate to shop at the Mercedes store. The manager came in, he brought the keys to the Mercedes. I walked outside, climbed in the window, and left. So, I just enjoyed that car. I always wanted a car that had little round lights. Back then, that car had little round lights. The car talked to you and stuff. I wake up, the car said, good morning, Fatima. How you doing, too? I just love that car. But it has just been so much. But look here, let me tell you, residual income is a powerful income to have. It is. It's a powerful income. It's an income. If you stop working or whatever, you're still going to get it. Not saying you're going to stop working, but the money's still going to come in, you never know what's going to happen in life, and I would like to share this with people. There's a reason why I'm sharing this. Let me tell you something. I was driving along one day, and I started having a blurry vision. I figured maybe I'm up late watching TV, and I didn't think too much of it. So I said, well, I'm going to get up the next day, and I'm going to go to the eye specialist. And so I went to the specialist, and he looked at me and said, no, you have 20/20 vision. He said, something else is going on. We see inflammation behind your optic nerve. That's derived from something. He said, we need to take some tests. So they want to do some blood work. So I went upstairs, third floor, did my blood work. He said, we'll call you back. And I still wasn't worried about it because nothing's wrong with me except for having a cold. I've never been sick. And they called me back. When I came in there, he asked me, did I come by myself? I said, yes. Well, at that point, I started getting a little worried, especially when he had me come in his office. I really got worried. And his name is Dr. Bloom. I said, Dr. Bloom, what's going on? I said, I just came in and give me some green contacts. What's the problem? And he said, listen, I've consulted with my colleagues. We've talked to other doctors. He said, I'm sorry to tell you, Fatima, but you have multiple sclerosis. I said, what? And I didn't know. I remember multiple sclerosis growing up as a kid. My mom would always watch the Jerry Lewis telethon. And they've been looking for a cure for that for years, and it's no cure for it. And so, of course, I started crying back then at that point. I'm like, cause I remember ain't no cure for that. The only thing that went through my mind is I'm finna die. I don't want to die right now because I still got money I gotta spend. I just don't want to die. And so I said, well, what we gonna do? What is we gonna do? And he said, well, they have a shot you can take, but you'll take it every day for the rest of your life, so they come out with a cure. I said, okay, well, let's do that. He said, but the only problem with that shot is over $2,000 a month to take. Well, thank God for a miracle. Because I was trying to thank God for a miracle. I was relieved because I knew I had the money. I always thought I was balling back then. That means making money, y'all. And so I had the money to pay for that injection. So I take a shot every single day. And it felt so good because as I think about it, if I didn't have no residual, if I just had a regular job, it's no way. Because a lot of people have MS don't take shots. You just wait it out and do whatever happens. What the shot does is it slows down the progression. That's all it do. And then one day you go into a wheelchair or whatever. I ain't thinking like, told me not to wear heels, but I still wear my heels. They say don't get up under a hot hair dryer. I still do that. I say, listen, this ain't my hair. I gotta get under a dryer. And so I do everything the opposite, and I'm still doing good, so I'm not worried about it. But what I want to say is, I'm glad because I checked my family tree. I checked everything. The leaves on the tree, the roots. Ain't nobody had no money. If I didn't have a merit pen, I couldn't take that shot. That's why it's just a blessing to have. You don't know what kind of card this life is going to deal you. We rolling along thinking everything fine. Wake up one day and they say, they don't say you have something. I'm not saying y'all don't get nothing, but what they did, you want some money. You need some money. Some like those people in Louisiana or Katrina, whatever that was. Those people didn't want to stay there. They didn't want to stay. They couldn't. Where they was gonna go? No money to get nowhere. No gas to put in their car. No money to pay for the hotel. So you need some residual income. You really do. You need residual income. So that's what I want to say. New people, you can do this business. It's been a blessing. It's been a blessing, but you have to stay persistent. You have to keep doing it. Yeah, I guess this is my first time saying this. I guess maybe I don't know if Dennis and Daniel is in here. I probably owe them an apology because I haven't been persistent. Now I still get a nice check every month. Don't get me wrong, and it's good to know that I'm getting that because I haven't been doing anything. Well, I've done a little bit. The reason why I haven't because I haven't been feeling good. But still, I'm always telling y'all, be persistent, do the business. And here I am. Sometimes I go and have the little pity party. But I ain't going to stay in a pity party too long because I'm going to tell you about a pity party. You go in a pity party, you're going to get in the room, you're going to get depressed, you start having anxiety and panic attack. Then you're going to want to go to a bridge and kill yourself. I'm not jumping. Let me tell you, I'm not jumping. If I jump, I'm telling you, my hair is expensive and my nail, I'm not going to jump. So that's what I said. Let me get up and start doing something. I still get the check and pays my mortgage, pays my bills, but I'm used to doing other things. So now it's time for me to get my money back. I have to go to sclerosis. They said I can't get out in the heat because I usually go. I build my business. You guys go in the beauty shops, barbers, daycare centers, auto mechanics, stuff like that. I do. I call it doing horse and buggy way. I've never ever done anything online. I've never bought any leads ever since I've been in this business. I just talk a lot. I talk. I just talk a lot. But now, see, what they got me is I can't go out there no more and do it the way I do it because the doctor said I got to stay out the doggone heat. I don't know how to do it online. And what I love about my American family is so nice. I met a lady yesterday. I don't know what her name is, but she said, Fatima, I'm going to help you. She said she's going to give me her card. I don't know where she at. Are you in here? The lady told me you're going to give me a card. Where's she at? Don't forget wherever you're at. You said you're going to help me. I'm holding you to that. Jamie Jones, she is so nice. She always texts me. I'll be getting your text, Jamie, wherever you are. She always tell me, that I can plug in with her and her group. I'm plugging in with y'all. Y'all got going on pretty much home. It just makes me feel good to know that, okay, I'm not all ain't lost. I can't go out. I got some people that can help me do it online, But I want to tell y'all, just do the business. Just so you know, I'm still single. I don't have any more husbands. So I have to do this business. Y'all, we live in a shortest of sugar daddies. It's a short